guys, welcome back to my channel. So I just want to start out by apologizing for any background noise. I'm filming downstairs with the washer and dryer running and in the kitchen because I'm also watching the kids play outside. So I'm juggling three things at the same time right now. That being said, let's just jump in and start this video. Today I am going to be sharing with you guys how I am completely disinfecting my house. So we are doing a complete disinfecting of the house twice a week, and then I just disinfect small things every day, like doorknobs, light switches, the sink, the toilet, things like that are done every day, but a big disinfection is done twice a week. So I'm going to show you what my big one is, and I'll show you guys all the things I'm doing to prevent any virus or bacteria or germs coming into the house right now. So let's get started. I'm going to start in the car. Basically, anytime I do groceries or any sort of outing, anytime I purchase anything, I keep a bottle of Lysol wipes in the car. So these wipes I know are really hard to find right now. I haven't seen any in the stores since this thing happened. Since this outbreak happened, I have not seen a single Lysol product in any stores. But I was subscribed to it on Amazon Prime, and I was receiving them once a month, a package of 3. So I didn't go through all 3 packages, so I kind of have a mini stockpile that was there prior to this whole virus. So I'm really, really happy I have that. There are tons of recipes online if you're able to get any of the ingredients to make your own disinfecting or disinfecting wipes. So one of these bad boys stays in my car at all times. I have my Purell in the car also, and I have these wet ones that are not disinfecting, but I always wash my hands before I Purell. So when I'm gone out and I purchase groceries or anything, I get no bags. I just put everything back into the cart if I can, and I bring it to the car. Once I'm at the car, I open my trunk. I have all my reusable bags ready to rock and roll, and I Lysol all of my groceries right there in the parking lot. I don't care who's looking at me. I don't care who's staring. All I care about is that I'm going home with clean groceries, because as soon as my kids see those bags, they're in there faster than I can blink. So it's easier to just wash them before putting them into the car than having to fight the kids not to touch them. Of course, sometimes that doesn't happen, and there's some stores that insist you take their bags, or I'm in a hurry, but 95% of the time I Lysol my groceries before even putting them in the car. I do wear gloves when I am out. There is a huge thing on Facebook, a huge thing saying gloves will not help you. And it drives me crazy. I work in healthcare. I've been in healthcare for over 10 years now, and it's healthcare professionals that are saying this, and it just blows my mind. So I wear gloves, and the reason I wear gloves is if you are wearing them properly. There are tons of videos that show you how to properly wear gloves. There's tons of videos to show you how not to cross-contaminate anything with germs. Tons of videos on that, tons of articles. Look it up. But there is a proper way to wear disposable gloves when you are going out. For me, wearing gloves makes me not touch my face. If I'm not wearing those gloves unconsciously, I am going to touch my face like crazy.
Gross!
So I wear my gloves, and it reminds me not to touch my face, but they are thrown out the second I walk out of that grocery store, and they're only put on the second I walk in. So once those gloves have been worn, they have little garbage cans here right where you return your cart after you go to your car. So as soon as I return that cart, I take off my gloves, but I also had changed my gloves prior to disinfecting all my groceries at the car. So if you don't have gloves in stock, as long as you're washing your hands, it's totally fine. This is just something I do. I'm not trying to enforce gloves, but I wear them. Oh, once my grocery bit is all over, I get into the car, I wash my hands with the wet ones, I Purell, and I go home. When I get home and I'm done my outings for the day, I take out my Lysol wipes again and I will disinfect the front of my car, my seatbelt, my steering wheel, anything I would have touched, even the screen for the radio. Anything I would have touched in the car gets a full Lysol disinfection as I leave. That way it's ready to go the next time I go to do an outing. When I come in, nobody thinks about their shoes. Your shoes carry so much bacteria from walking through those stores. And that's not something just like right now because of the virus. That is all the time. Like anytime you go into any store, it's full of bacteria and germs, hospitals, and then you come home and you wear those shoes in your house. It's kind of gross. So this is the setup I have for when you come in and you need to disinfect. So I have this spray Lysol. It comes in this. I have lemon scent, and this is something that's done every single day. Every time someone comes in where we're wearing shoes that's been off of our property, this is what we do. I will remove my shoes and spray the bottoms of my soles and put them aside to dry. Because I still have groceries in the car, I need to run back out again, come back in the house, I will put on a different pair of shoes that has been at home for over 24 hours or 48 hours and are clean, and I can wear them in the house to bring in the rest of the groceries. Once all the groceries are inside, I'll go back and Lysol all of my doorknobs, even for the car and the trunk. So the doorknobs for the car, the vehicle, doorknobs for the house, anywhere, anything I would have touched coming in with my groceries are then Lysoled again. So that is just like my routine outing. At that point, my grocery bags are still pretty clean. I put my groceries away and then my bags, I set them back up in the car, ready for the next time. So now we're in the house. Twice a week, I will do a full disinfection of the house. So again, with my Lysol wipes, I will do every single doorknob, every single cupboard handle, the fridge, the dishwasher, the stove, the washer and dryer, the remote controls, my cell phone. Anytime I leave this house and come back home, I will Lysol my cell phone. Sink handles. So you go to wash your hands and that is great. And you got to treat it like you're in a public washroom. When you turn the water on, you wash your hands. Rule of thumb is to grab your paper towel, dry your hands, and then turn off the tap if you need to turn it off with your hands. So that rule, why doesn't it apply at home? You turn on your tap, you wash your hands, they're nice and clean, and then you go and turn off that tap. You're putting those germs back on your hand. So I Lysol the crap out of our sink handles, the toilet bowl flusher, the shower handles, the microwave, absolutely anything. Our water dispenser, if you're not new to my channel, you've probably seen it before in recent videos. I got this water dispenser, and you have to push the button on for the water to come out. And that little button, touching it all day long, Lysol. I Lysol everything down to the top of the soap pump. So this bad boy, same thing. You're pumping it with that dirty hand, and I don't know, there's something about it. So every single thing that you think to touch gets Lysoled with wipes. There is definitely a shortage right now, so it is really hard to find disinfecting products. However, a lot of things you don't, just because it doesn't say Lysol, just because it doesn't say Clorox, doesn't mean it doesn't disinfect. This stuff smells phenomenal. This smells like candy. It is so amazing. This Hertel, it's a disinfectant, and really tiny writing down here. It's a disinfectant. The thing is, you need to read your labels. So once you read your labels, almost every single cleaning product, almost, in your house should disinfect at some degree. The problem is, because it says disinfectant, a lot of people will spray and wipe, and there we go, I've disinfected my countertops. That's not the case. You need to follow the directions, and almost every single cleaning product has different directions. So this one in particular is 3 minutes, or this one in particular is 10 minutes. This is what I will use on countertops, tabletops, coffee tables, the TV stand, anywhere like dining room, living room section. That's what I use. It smells great. The house smells so good after, and it does the job. You spray it all wet, you let it sit for 10 minutes, then you go and wipe it up. I always use a clean towel for every surface when I'm disinfecting, because I don't want to wipe one spot and then go and wipe another spot with that same towel and just transfer germs. So dollar store has the best. I just picked up a new pack of these towels for $2. You get 5, and this is enough to do one cleaning, and as soon as I'm done, in the wash machine, and they're good for the next time I do a full cleaning. At this point, every surface has been disinfected, so we're going to move on to the bathroom. I use a lot of Clorox for the bathroom just because Noah kind of pees everywhere. He's a boy, and it's so hard for me to get him to keep it in the toilet. And Ava is currently potty training, so she also is peeing everywhere, so our bathroom stinks to begin with. So Clorox for the bathroom is a product I use regardless. We're in a pandemic, so again, you have to read the directions, because some of them will say 3 minutes, some say 2 minutes, some say spray and wipe. So I will Clorox the counter, the sink, and the tub. All the light switches and doorknobs were wiped with Lysol wipes, and the toilet, I use a Lysol toilet bowl cleaner right now, plus I use these little Lysol toilet attachments just for an extra fresh smell. And that's how I disinfect the bathroom. The tub, I disinfect it almost every day. After everyone has taken their shower or bath, it's the end of the night, I just spray it with the Clorox spray, and then I let it sit 2 seconds. I think it's 30 seconds. It tells you to wait 30 seconds. And I just take the shower head and just rinse it down. Like, I don't even scrub or anything. Just a quick little spritz. Now, the floors, I don't really disinfect the floors. However, I do disinfect our carpets. So I use this bad boy right here. So this is something, it's a Lysol spray gun, but it is good for fabrics. So curtains, couches, beds, but I don't really want to spray this on my bed. I mean, it's Lysol, and I wash my sheets often enough, and I feel like we should be clean before we go to bed. So this is a big one to use in our foyer because we have the carpet there, and that's where we're taking off the initial shoe that was at the store or at work or anywhere. So this bad boy gets sprayed on the carpets there. I have some little carpet rugs in the kitchen. It gets sprayed there. So this is really cool, but this is also good for the curtains. So I've been spraying curtains with this, and my seat in the car, because I'm in and out of stores right now. Sometimes I will just go ahead and spray this in my seat. Sometimes, not all the time, when I think of it. If it's near that door where the cars are, that's when I do this. And I also been spraying Matt's lunch. So Matt has a material lunch bag that he takes to work with him, and when he gets home, like, he empties out his lunch, like puts everything away, and I just spray the crap out of his lunch bag and then put it away. That way it's not spreading more germs around, because he has it at work and he is working in an area that has a lot of cases right now. So fingers crossed we don't catch anything. I'm pretty sure I covered just about everything that we do to disinfect our home and make sure that it is germ and virus free for the time being. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some ideas or some things to think about if, you know, you're a big disinfecting freak like me. But if you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would absolutely love to have you join, and I will see you guys next time with a new video. On a side note, I do want to apologize for my really off schedule. I don't know if it's the pandemic and more people are at home using internet, but sometimes it takes 24 hours for a video to upload. Other times it takes like 4 days. So even though I try to be ahead of the game and on top of it, yeah, I'm always late. So I'm trying my best. Stay safe, everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye.